Namaste and welcome back to Wednesday Wisdom, a place where we are covering qualities of a true leader mindset or Swami Sampath. Just to give you a recap of sorts, in the last month we were covering a section of qualities covered under inherent traits. And from the last post, we have started a very interesting set of qualities which define how a Swami has to first be an efficient learner before becoming a true leader. Acharya Chanakya calls these qualities Pragya Gunaha, or the qualities to maximize the acquisition of wisdom. Pragya is a very profound and powerful word given to us by Indian wisdom. People may associate it with brilliance or intelligence or sharpness of mind, but it may be at best, if translated into English, be defined as fullest and purest form of wisdom, understanding, and ability to discriminate. Now, there are 8 building blocks of developing pragya in the mind of a Swami, amongst which Shushrusha, Shravan, and Grahan have been beautifully covered by Kiran in the last episode. How burning desire to learn or curiosity can only lead to capacity to listen to the fullest, and then only Grahan or absorption can happen. Today, we are covering Dhaaran and Vigyaan. So what is Dhaaran? Dhaaran is ability to retain the knowledge for the longest amount of time and for the widest range of application. This reminds me of my childhood. When I was growing up, I'm still growing up, but when I was growing up as a child, when I was in school, my mom would usually tell this to me. Beta, rato mat, samjho, apne aap yaad ho jayega. And I would say, Ma, samajh mein hi to nahi aa raha. To this, my mom would say, ध्यान लगाकर क्लास में सुना होता तभी समझ में आता ना. And now I would say this to myself, not to my mom. Interest नहीं था, मन नहीं था, तभी तो नहीं सुना. Oh my God, this is the Shushrusha that we were just discussing in the last episode. So see how beautifully it is connected. Unless we have curiosity, we cannot listen to the fullest and we cannot understand, and only when we are understanding to the fullest can we retain the knowledge for the longest amount of time. So bringing it to belief level is what I'm talking about. Now, what is Vigyaan? In simple translation, Vigyaan is science. And if I have to say science, I can expect you to, have a visual of a scientist with a test tube or in a lab, emerge in front of you. Well, not much different is the actual reference that we are making here. Science used to be the subject which required theoretical as well as practical exploration in our school days. So we would cover the concept theoretically and then we would go to a lab to see and try its application. Vigyaan is not much different. Even in the pursuit of a true leader's mindset, whatever is learnt or retained is required to be explored through application in the surroundings of the leader. So when you are learning something, the way you are able to, see its application in your mind's lab, not necessarily in physical or in an actual laboratory, but in your mind's lab, that is what Vigyaan is all about. For example, in the profile of inventory managers or any kind of place where various amount of parts are required to be managed, say a store or a shop or a stockyard, there is a concept called ABC analysis. And this concept is about segregating the parts into different categories, say fast moving, medium moving and slow moving parts, and arranging them according to their usage. So fast moving parts would usually be around the counter. Medium moving would be slightly away, and the slow moving parts would be kept far away where there is least access required. When I was studying this, immediately after this, it just got to my mind. This is my kitchen. if I have to just stand against the platform and if I have to find something which is very frequently used, say a box of salt or sugar, lighter or chai patti, I would find it at an arm's distance, isn't it? I'm sure you would also find it the same way. In case of besan or poha, we may have to move a little. And when it comes to Kabuli chana or something like rajma, we may have to go like, Mame, isn't it? So what do we learn from this? That the concept of inventory management has been largely taken up from the traditional kitchens made by moms all across the world, and moms are the best inventory managers we could have, right? But there is much more to it. You see, I could learn a science and I could relate it to my surrounding, and it has been retained by me in my mind till now, even after 15-16 years of learning. And I use the same example in my training for spare parts managers. I'm sure in your life also you must have tried to relate some learnings with your surroundings, and you may have absorbed it to the fullest and retained it even till now. So another question to you is, have there been any occasions wherein you have been forced to learn something or mug up something? In that case, what has been the retention level with you? Lastly, I have one small request to you. I have to ask you, there is a study going on between you and me. We are doing it together. And this study is going on forever. Throughout the life, we are going to do this study, and the study is about nothing else but life. So do you understand that this learning, the life's lesson, can only happen to the fullest when we do not try to see it from a frustrated or a disappointed point of view. Instead, if we have a burning desire to learn from the lessons of life, we can really listen to its messages to the fullest. And we can listen, and then only we can understand and apply the learnings for a better future. Make enough corrections with our life and make our tomorrow much more beautiful, isn't it? And that is what the mindset of a true leader truly requires. To crystallize our learning more in the coming episodes, I would request you to keep coming back to this wall. Thank you. Namaste.